Okay, welcome to this tutorial on how to kill the black caiman. And the black caiman, if you're here, you probably already have been killed by it and are wondering what's the best way to do that. And there are several different ways. Now, first of all, I'll back up by saying the black caiman is usually near a body of water, rivers, usually on the edge. Sometimes they will sneak up on you. Other times you'll have some warning. You'll see him approaching you. Hopefully you see him approaching you. Now, I will say there's three general ways. Any weapon, by the way, will hurt him. But there's three general ways I see people do this. First is bow. That's probably the biggest one. It makes sense. You got some range. You got a little time. It's actually my least favorite, though. And the problem with the bow is you have to get a clean headshot to kill him. Otherwise, you're going to need multiple arrows. You may not get that chance. You have to line him up. His head is right in front of you. If you miss and you can't get back in time or reload in time, and he winds up his snap, good chance you're dead. So that's the thing I don't like about it is mobility. You're really like a statue in a park, and you do not want the caiman's head in front of you at all costs. That's really the key. You want to think about that. If he starts his motion to snap at you, you're probably going to die if you're right in front in his line of view. Now, the other way, excuse me, the other way is to throw a spear. Same thing, ranged, and if you're really good with that, by all means, go ahead and do that. However, again, if you miss, you better have, and you're going to be vulnerable. Again, you're not really moving, you're throwing it, and you're kind of like here, sitting here, and he's going to be lunging at you because you're going to try to get a headshot. Again, you got to keep him lined up. So it's dangerous. The point I'm making is it's dangerous to have the caiman's head right in front of you. You have a good chance of dying. Now, the third way is just to keep moving. That's my favorite way, is simply to keep moving. Usually what you want to do is keep moving in circles, if you can. Just keep moving in circles and keep him sideways. You don't want his head right in front of you within range. Otherwise, chances are you're going to die. So the other point I want to make is if you have time, you may not have time. You may have to just, develop a quick strategy. However, if you do have time, try to clear some of the brush around you so that you can see his head at all times. Okay, so I've created a save point, and he's on the other side of this island, and he's going to come at me. Again, this is probably, I like this method. You may find throwing spears easier. I find this easier, though. Is he over there? I thought I saw him. Yes? I think I saw him. There he is. He's coming. Okay. Here we go. He missed. Good. You got to get him to miss the first time. If you get him to miss the first time, it's probably a good chance you're going to kill him. That's really the key. And you see how easy that was? Now, this may take some practice. Actually, I recommend that you basically practice avoiding him the first few times. So what I'm saying is you're tempted to just go up and try to line up some hits, but really you want to just keep an eye out on him. But one strategy I use, you kind of fake him out. You go this way, kind of like he's coming, you just cut this way and he's going to lunge. Now, you got to try to avoid that first lunge like I did. If you don't, he's probably going to get you. But once he misses that first lunge, you can get behind him like I did relatively easy. I mean, you can get easily behind him and start wailing on him really easily. So, that's it. Really, just remember, try to avoid the first lunge. And if you avoid that first lunge, he's going to be in a really vulnerable position. You just keep moving and get right behind him. But keep moving. If he's moving, you have to move too. So you have to kind of watch his movements. That's the other thing. Like if he's starting to try to angle around to get you, you have to kind of play it by ear. So if he's trying to angle to move again, you got to keep moving and just stay behind him. However, that was actually kind of easy. I think I was kind of behind him the whole time. But other times you got to keep moving. So depends on just play it by ear. And that was actually a good one. So it doesn't always work. It's not like a perfect strategy. But I don't think throwing the bow or the spear is a perfect strategy either. But I like this one the best, like I said. Okay, so let's get these out of here. And let's actually, I think I would prefer Oh, here he comes. All right, so we've got to get him to lunge. This is really the key. Oh. How did he hit me there? Oh, my gosh. So, here we go. Oh, see, he just lunged. Okay. See? Oh, he's stuck on the tree. Just keep moving, right? Keep moving. Just stay behind him. Here we go. There. Yep. So you just got to kind of react to his movements. That's really the key, is you want to react to his movements. Isn't that weird how the meat was stuck on there? Really a beautiful, I mean, for the Oculus Quetch, which, I mean, that just looks great. Look at the work they did on this. Really looks good. And lots of meat. I haven't actually eaten the meat. I'm going to eat it raw. Just to see what it gives me. I know it's going to give me parasites or something. 45 on the protein. Wow. Wow. If I cook that up, obviously I won't get all that. But that's really insane. Okay, well, that's a lot of fun. Again, just kind of react to his movements. Key, once you get behind him, stay behind him. Because it's really hard for him to maneuver to get right. Once you're behind him, you pretty much got him. It's that first sort of lunge you have to worry about. And once you can avoid that, like I said, you can maneuver right behind him and just start whacking him. That's why I like the smaller sort of, the smaller weapons, because you can maneuver real quick and just attack them really quick like I just did. Okay, well, I hope you found this beneficial. Thanks a lot for watching.